Wednesday. We hope everyone's day is off to a magical start. Today, Eric and I wanted to come to you and share about 5 tips on how we like to save money on food while at Disney or even Universal. Many videos ago, we said that when traveling to Orlando, doing Disney World or Universal, one of the hidden costs is actually going to be the food, because you really can't budget for the food.
It's one of the trickiest things. Admittedly, there are no silver bullets. I think you have to do what works for your family. So we're just going to give you some hints, some tips, some clues, and I'm going to walk you through it. But before I do that, so you're doing, where's your normal Disney video makeup? You're doing the all natural look today?
Yes, guys, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. You know, any moms watching, sometimes you just do not have time to doll yourself up and look like a Disney princess every day.
You're still,
today, I'm all natural.
You're still my princess tiara.
On to the list. All right, so first off,
light breakfast.
Light breakfast. Light breakfast. First off, guys, it can be very tempting to skip breakfast while you're on vacation, especially when you're traveling to vacations where you're going to the theme parks. You're so excited, you're just ready to get out the door and get in those lines and have a great time. But you absolutely, under no circumstances, do you want to skip the most important meal of the day. So Eric, what do we do for breakfast? How do you tie this into saving money? If they're not skipping breakfast, how are they saving money on it?
So you want to fall in between. You don't want to skip, because what's going to happen is if you skip breakfast, by the time you get to the theme park, if you go in the morning about 10, 11 o'clock, you're going to be starving. You're going to eat everything inside.
Yeah, you're going to overeat.
But you don't want to go to the big breakfast buffet, because then you're going to eat a huge breakfast. You're probably going to eat unhealthy for the rest of the day. Yeah. And then it's going to slow you down. You don't want to be sluggish. Yeah. You know, in some future videos, that particular video may already be up, but we talked about being able to move around in the park and being able to have a great time. You don't want overeating, to be the cause of you not having a great time. Yeah, if you're going to the theme park, do a light breakfast. Now, we've gone to Cracker Barrel for a big breakfast in Orlando, but if we do that, we're not going to the theme park. No, we're going lay by the pool for the rest of the day.
Well, I don't know if I lay by the pool after eating at Cracker Barrel, but
so let me get
I walk around the pool.
Let me get my props out.
All right.
And look, this is, again, grocery stores obviously are filled with many products. These are some examples of the things we do for a light breakfast. Right. This is Carnation, I think. Yep, instant breakfast. Yeah, and we are by a window. I will insert some pictures. So I think you can kind of see it. And even if you don't have a room with a kitchenette, y'all can see that. There's almost any hotel in Orlando is going to at least give you a mini fridge. Yep. And got to remember to ask for it. If they don't automatically have a mini fridge, just ask them for it. Typically, you can get it for free. So you can keep stuff like that. Now, these are obviously, this is chocolate, so kind of sort of healthy. Yeah, let's see how many calories. 240 calories. That's not pretty bad. That's not too bad for a breakfast. It has a lot of vitamins, 10 grams of protein. So again, this is your Carnation chocolate breakfast essentials drink. Great for on the go. Still on the chocolate kick. And one thing we actually did one year, and it worked really well. We actually took a small, like, personal blender. Yeah, just a teeny tiny blender. You guys can possibly pick it up out of your grocery store. Not sure where you shop. Check out our other channel, the Unfrumpy Mommy Life. We shop at Kroger. Yeah, and they have little personal blenders. We actually purchased it from Kroger, and we took it 1 year. Yeah, and it worked really well. Yeah, and we just made little chocolate smoothies. We did SlimFast smoothies. We did little, it's not going to last forever. It's but you can do the SlimFast smoothies, chocolate, little fruit smoothies. If you really want to be healthy and not do the chocolate, you can do the vegetable and fruit smoothies. So Nakeds are a popular brand where we live. Every grocery store has them. Yeah. So go out and buy the fruit smoothies. Also, if you want some solid food, eat a piece of fruit with it. Yeah. An apple and an orange. The great thing too about, grabbing these little drinks on the go is you don't have to sit around, downstairs at the hotel buffet or whatever. You can drink this, as you're waiting in line for your Disney bus. Or, as you're driving over to the park if you're taking your own car, just a meal on the go. All right, so that's our first tip. All right, Eric, what we have next? What do you have next? So the first tip, we said, look, you might not have a full kitchenette, but you can at least get a refrigerator. Right. However, our second tip, and we talked about this in one of our other videos, especially if you have a large family, look for hotels that have suites or have kitchenettes.
Right,
and
absolutely.
if you know, we'll put the link to the other video where we talk about it. But a lot of your hotels that are suites or made for larger families will have a full kitchen.
And also, per that video, don't let the term suite throw you off and immediately go to, oh my gosh, it's out of our budget, it's going to be super expensive. That is not necessarily the case. Again, we'll leave the link for that particular video below. You will be surprised at how many different hotels actually offer, suites that have, a little kitchenette in them for a great price.
Yeah, and we've done that. We speak from experience.
Yeah.
One of the hotels we used to stay, it was actually a timeshare.
Yeah.
We didn't buy the timeshare, but you can buy other people's weeks that they don't use, and they had an awesome.
Yeah.
And we actually talk about that in the other video.
Yeah.
Awesome kitchen.
I mean, it's a full kitchen, like a whole oven and stove top and microwave, a whole refrigerator. Please check out that video.
The next one, and we've got another video on this one as well on this channel. The dining plans can save you money on food, but you have to plan it. You have to maximize it. And we're not going to go into all the ways to maximize it on this video, but basically you got to look at your family, how much you eat, how many days you're going to be there, and then look at some of the dining plan options.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Eric said, please examine your family, okay? This would not necessarily work for someone in our situation where you have a teenage son, he's growing, he's 14, all he does is think about when his next meal is coming. So it may not necessarily work for, a lot of you out there who have, growing teenagers. But your families with your younger kids,
And if you're staying on Disney property or Universal property, generally you have to buy the packages to get the dining plan.
Anyway, but
I think folks with small children staying on property, it can work. But for larger families, or if your family eats a lot, it might not work. And another thing that works if you don't eat a lot is, our fourth tip is sharing meals.
Absolutely. Eric, you and I have actually shared meals. There are some really popular restaurants that we like to go when we are visiting both Universal and Disney.
And off property.
Yeah, and off property. And so what Eric and I will do, this does not work for our son Chase. Nobody's sharing his food. But for the two of us to kind of not go and overeat so quickly into the trip, we will absolutely, share meals.
And I think that's more applicable, not necessarily in the parks, because in the parks, they're not going to give you huge portions. But if you're at Universal City Walk or Disney Springs, or just eating at a restaurant, restaurants,
Pizza Uno right down at Disney Springs down there. A lot of your pizza places, even a lot of your places, your restaurants within Disney Springs, STK.
They give you. I think we all know restaurants these days are giving us huge portions. Which is why there's an obesity epidemic, right? Because we go out and we eat these huge portions.
You pay for it, you want to eat it. So to save money while you're on vacation, why not go ahead and share a meal?
The fifth one, I think a lot of people don't know or don't realize this, is you can actually bring food into the park. And honestly, you can bring as much food as you can carry into the park.
And speaking of carry,
so obviously you're not going to bring like a cooler,
on wheels, rolling it in.
But
you might get a few looks.
If you go to like Walmart or like a sporting goods store, this is a backpack cooler. It's a backpack, but it's a cooler. It's insulated, so you can put
hot and cold.
It's leak proof. You can put drinks in here, food. So,
and I guess the good thing too, did you just say it's a backpack? So you don't have to worry about having to carry something on your shoulder. You just strap it on, and very convenient.
Sandwiches. So in here you could put. your sandwiches, your drink boxes,
Capri Suns. Oh my gosh, very convenient. Very convenient.
And quite frankly, I see a lot of people who bring their own food, not necessarily because they're trying to save money, but they're trying to be healthy, or they just don't want hamburgers and hot dogs. They want their own food. They want homemade food.
With certain parks, with certain theme parks, you're not really going to get a whole lot of offering. I know for us, Epcot is one of our favorite places to eat. For us, I think we think Epcot has actually the best food.
Out of all.
What did we say the worst one was?
So that's our bonus tip number 6.
So this is 5 plus 1 bonus.
So you guys get a bonus. So you owe us. So think about the park you're going to. And sometimes, if I'm going to spend 6 hours in the park, depending on what time of day I'm going, I can eat before I go to the park. So let me give you a good example. We love Animal Kingdom, but we've been going to Disney for years.
For years. 40. We're coming up on our 45th trip.
Right. And Animal Kingdom, I mean, they're getting better, but they don't have a lot of restaurants.
That's true.
So we've eaten at all the Animal Kingdom restaurants. We've been there, done that. So now what we'll do, we'll stop at McDonald's.
Yeah.
We'll say we're going to go to Animal Kingdom at like 1 or 12 or noon, and we'll just stop at McDonald's and eat lunch on the way.
Yeah. Now listen, we know McDonald's is not the healthiest.
And we don't even, this is vacation food.
This is vacation food.
Right.
Our son didn't even, he doesn't even really like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay. But which McDonald's do we go to?
So there's a McDonald's basically around the corner from Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
So it's on the way.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
I don't know either.
That's a corner.
I don't know, that's a corner. But yeah, so that is the McDonald's that we go to. And when we go, you know, we'll get like a little wrap and order fries. You know what I'm saying? A diet soda. But that way we are again saving money, because let's say for breakfast, we've already had one of our little breakfast drinks. We've had a naked. And because we're not going to Animal Kingdom until 1, we pick up a really small lunch. And then typically when we go to Animal Kingdom, we're only there for about 4 hours anyway. And then after that, now we can go and get dinner and spend a little bit more money over at, let's say, Disney Springs.
Right. And I'm glad you brought up the health thing.
Yeah.
We keep telling you about the videos we're going to do. We are absolutely going to do a video
This is a growing channel, guys.
On exercising while we're on vacation. I travel for business for a living, as well as for vacations, obviously. I'm a big advocate of, when you're on the road, whether it's vacation or business, you do need to try to work out. And I know it's tough, but we'll do a video on that. We actually work out together. That's one of the fun things we do while we're on vacation.
Yeah, but Disney is a really great scenic place to kind of exercise and stay in shape.
And you have to, because you're eating a lot of junk, let's face it. So.
Well, that's it, guys. We hope that you've enjoyed these 5 tips plus the 1 bonus on how to save money on food while you're in Orlando. And so until next time, guys, as always, don't forget to make every day magical. Bye, guys.